My name is Yandiswa Zikalala. I come from Vryheid, which is a small town in KwaZulu-Natal. I studied Bachelor of Accounting at Stellenbosch University. I then furthered my studies at UNISA and did a postgraduate diploma in the theory of accounting, which is basically the honors level of accounting. I'm here today to talk to you about becoming an accountant. So, what is an accountant? An accountant is a person who records business transactions on behalf of a business, and they record and report on the company performance. They also compile and issue financial statements. What does that mean? That means an accountant accounts on the performance of the business. They say whether the business has done good or bad, whether they've made a profit or a loss at the end of a month, a quarter, or the year. A business is the activity of making a living by producing or buying and selling products, which, if you were to think of a business, think of your Checkers, think of your ShopRite, think of the place where you buy your uniform, because you give them money and they give you your school uniform in return. And the money that they get, if they have saved more of it than they have spent, at the end of the day, they would have made a profit. So, what are the admission requirements that you need to get in order to get into university to study accounting? The two main subjects that you need to focus on would be your mathematics and your English home language. You would need a level 5 rating at high school to get into university for both of these subjects, which would be 60 to 69%. But obviously, 60 is the minimum and 100 is the maximum that you can get. Other subjects that would be to your advantage would be accounting and business economics at the same level rating of 5. Altogether, in totality, you would need admission points of 38 in order to qualify to get into university to study accounting. So which universities can you study to become an accountant? The universities that offer traditional methods of teaching, which would be universities that teach theory more than the practical side of accounting. Those would be your University of Cape Town, University of KwaZulu-Natal, the Witwatersrand University, University of Pretoria, of Stellenbosch, the Western Cape, of Johannesburg, and so on and so forth. All you need to focus on is that you go to a traditional university and not a university of technology. Those are the universities that are accredited for you to study accounting. So, why is accounting a great course of study? Accounting provides you skills and the knowledge that you can apply in any industry or any business. Because what does that mean? That means you can apply, or you can basically account for all the transactions in any business setting, whether you're in mining, whether you're in media, whether you're in technology or in retail. Every single business needs an accountant to account for their financial transactions at the end of the day. What are the professional bodies that regulate accountants? There is SAICA, there is SEMA, there is SAIPA, and there's also ACA. All of these institutes basically govern what accountants can and cannot do. The best, or rather the one that encompasses the most things that an accountant can do, would be SAICA. Because with SAICA, you can be a tax consultant because they also focus on tax. You could be an auditor because they also focus on auditing as well. But all these different professional bodies are good professional bodies where you can register if you just want to do accounting or standard accounting, right? So why would you want to do accounting in the first place? So generally, it is assumed and known that accountants basically earn a higher salary. 2, they can work in any industry of your interest. So if you're interested in mining, if you're interested in technology, if you're interested in banking, if you're interested in retail, you could work in any business, because every business at the end of the day needs somebody to account for their financial transactions. Also, take into consideration that businesses are not only limited to South Africa, but there are businesses in China, there are businesses in the UK, the US. So being an accountant also gives you access to work internationally, because every business needs an accountant. Also, if you want to be an entrepreneur, you would need somebody to account for your financial transactions. So you could account for your own financial transactions as an accountant, or if you are working towards becoming somebody who's going to work in a family business, you would be able to say whether your family is doing good or they're doing badly, making a profit or making a loss. To be honest with you, to be an accountant is a lot of hard work, but trust you me, it is definitely worth it. Thank you.